guys, Shaun Thomson here. Welcome back to another video. Now there is 24 hours until Ayr County Show and we have a lot to do. First off, we've got new speakers to fit from Truck and Sounds. We've got the whole entire lorry to clean. As you can see, she's a state. Obviously flatbed to take off, all this to clean, tanks to polish. You can see we've already started. This is what it looked like before. And here we have the door card all off, ready for the new speakers. We've also got paint to touch up and just in general get her ready for the shows. Now this weekend is extremely important to me because it is finally the weekend that I've been dreaming of ever since I was a wee boy, which is when I get to take an Arctic unit to the show. Now I've been going to Ayr County Show for as long as I can remember. This weekend it's going to be a dream come true, which is very cringy to start a video off with. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we are in the cab. We're just setting up the radio, the now, to see the difference between the stock ones and the ones we have at the now. Right, okay, so Bluetooth has been connected. Right. So we went for some shitty royalty-free music just to do this experiment. So let's get into it. Oh, when I go on to decibel X, it comes off. Right, I'm gonna have to do it with the radio.
And secretly inside going, this is the coolest thing I've ever... Right, we did have an...
So I'm in the cab now and we're going to do a quick audio test with the Decibel X on my phone, and we'll do it obviously with the stock speakers that we've got the now and of course the new ones once they're fitted. Downside is I can't play royalty free music off this at the same time and work the radio. Basically won't let me use Bluetooth obviously to play royalty free. So I'm listening to West FM, I'm going to turn it up, hopefully Holly will cut out the music so we don't get copyrighted, and we'll do a quick test. We'll keep it on for about 20 seconds, 20-30 seconds, and then of course we'll see the results and then fit the new speakers and see the difference. Let's get into it. Right, so that's that. Now I can obviously turn the audio X off now that I've got a screenshot. So we had a maximum of 92 decibels, average of 87. Play the royalty free music and let you boys hear it now. Right, so the first thing we want to change, you can hear it kind of rattling in there. Now that could just be a loose bolt, but it does genuinely annoy me. So hopefully we can fix that issue. Also, if it's a very bassy song you can hear it. I don't know if you can maybe hear it. See, it was like, I don't know how to explain, like the bass is like someone like hitting a can rather than just nice soft bass. It really annoys me, so hopefully we can fix that. You can hear it kind of rattling in there. I'm hoping we can fix that issue. But anyways, let's get it fitted. I am buzzing. Alright, so I do apologise for the digger in the background, but here are the speakers we are installing, these Hertz ones. Not too sure if they're good or not, but Truck and Sounds sold them as a package for a Volvo FH500 and I bought them, so let's get them fitted. I don't know which ones go where, but if I can fit them, you can fit them, that's the main thing. Let's get into it. So we need an 8mm I believe, an 8mm for the speaker. Sit these on there. I need to do a bit of wiring today as well, which I'm not very good at, but we'll get into it. Just get a wee punch in there, see if we can prise it off. There we go. Beautiful. Right, unplug there. And that is the first part done. Volvo on the back. Nice wee space. We've got one fitted. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I think I know what I'm doing. What I'm going to do, and I do have heat shrink. Let's put the wire through there. I like to have done it on this speaker, but instead just... So, without further ado, there's a wee bit of heat shrink already on it. That's cool. No, because I want that connector. There's some sort of glue in there. I don't think I'll get this through. Oh, nope, never mind. Right, so blue is big enough for the positive side. So it's going to be blue for positive. I'll just snip that whole bit off. This is not going to go well at all. That's felt rain. Fuck, what's the point in having a wire stripper if it doesn't fit wires? Hey, right, let's see if this works. So red needs a slightly bigger bit, and black does need the red bit. I've lost my heat shrinks. It's probably not going to be the best content, but I'm sure Holly will work her magic and edit it. It's not a good start. There's going to be a lorry fire. Oh shit, that bed. Wrap that round there, stick the heat shrink down over it. Now I need to take a lighter to some speakers and hopefully there's no fire. Stop burning me. I'm trying to fix you. Fuck's sake, right? Gotta go use the heat gun somewhere and we'll just do all the speakers at the one time rather than the original plan. It's just not going well and it's a fucking mess out here. Anyways, I'm gonna go straight that off, get the other speaker out and we'll just do it all at one time. Right, so you might recognise this room, but here we are, we've got the heat gun set up. I really need to invest in a remote one of these, especially if I'm running a curtain cider, because running a plug to the lorry is a hassle. But anyways, we've got the speakers here. These are the ones from the dashboard and then the headboard. I'll show you all that in a minute. I just wanted to get through it quickly because we have a whack of stuff to do. We're just going to get it all the connectors ripped off these ones, put onto these, and then jobs are good. So without further ado, see you in a bit. Alright, so we're on our last one and I thought I'd just roughly show you, just in case you buy this kit. It's pure simple. These are obviously the replacement plates for the plastic bits. And honestly, like, obviously I butchered maybe the first one, but now that I'm there, it's actually as simple as anything. So, we'll do a quick how to, right? Oh, a wee camera angle, good camera angle here. So first things first, the old speaker. We want this red and black wire. Snip that off. After that, get wee pliers and expose a bit of wire. Cut 2 bits of heat shrink. Put them on the wires that you've just cut like that. Also, if you kind of like twirl them round, I don't know if you're allowed to do this, but if you twirl them round it makes it easier to put it through the wee hole. Just clean up that wee edge there. Right, so we've got the 2 heat sinks on. Now we're looking for one here. As you can see, the 2 terminals, one has a wee plus, one has a minus. Obviously red goes to plus, black goes to minus. If you didn't know that already, maybe don't attempt this, but all I'm doing pretty much is feeding it through this hole and then slip the heat shrink down. If you do it at the top, the only reason I'm doing that is so my heat shrink still has room to fit down. And I'm trying to get a bit of camera angle for this time. Right, so just through the hole. I'm just going to go through the way I normally do. I was trying to get a good angle, but I can't actually go through that way. So it's like that, and then just bring it up to the very top of, see that wee contact there if it focuses? I think that should be enough of a contact, I'm hoping. I'm going to have to cut a lot of this holly, this is pure boring. And then that's us. All we do now is melt the heat shrink. A wee bit smoky there. Fuck, I maybe went too warm with that one. I'm hoping I've not melted anything in there. I think it's all cool in the gang. See these ones here as well, they're all nicely done. Wee crimps. I should have just used red and black for positive and negative, but that'd be too much effort. Right, so I'm doing what I always do. While I was in here I thought, do you know something? Let's clean the door cards, and while we're cleaning the door cards, let's clean all the white plastic that's all bogging. I should just be fitting speakers, but no, here I am, making more work for myself. Right, easy enough, but I'm in a bit of a fanco now. It's just 2 bolts, top, and then it's clicky panels. Same over here, just clicky panels. Then that way, all this stuff that matches the door cards come out, and hopefully we can get it all as clean. Seen a bit of dirt, not saying that the last boy that kept it didn't keep it clean, but you know, we're cleaning it anyways. Just give it a wee spray on, we'll let it soak in. Then we'll hit it with the nail brush, and they're recording me TikTok right now. But you've probably already seen that if you do watch TikToks. TikTok.com or whatever it is, /Shaun Thomson _. Right, so now that we've let it soak in, get a wee nail brush, we're just going to go ahead. Right, so here's where we're at, we're just putting it on again, we'll give it a wee scrub. There's that door card done, and so on and so forth. Right, speakers are here, let's get them fitted. Pure simple now that we've obviously changed the connector over. Just as simple as putting it back in these holes, putting it in, and hopefully should be alright. So I'll get that one fitted. I'll do a wee video of the other side, see in a bit. Right, here we go. So we've got these ones to fit. Now these are pure easy to take off. It's just 4 bolts and then you need to pop in below, so you can get your hand in below to take the connector here off. Let's get it done. Right, let's get these installed. What we're going to do first, the dash, I'll do that, because I think these are going to be the most tricky. Just do a wee test. You can see what I'm doing if it's sitting like this. Right, let's work this one out. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. I can maybe move that seat back a wee bit. And let's get it. It's a bit messy in here now because we've stripped everything, but it'll be alright. Oh, go for a wee sleep in my bed. It's all dusty now because all the dust has been in here. 4 bolts. I have this bit of wood as well. I believe the speaker sits on top of it, and obviously the speaker will have to fit. Speaker will fit there. That'll fit there. But the holes don't match up. So I wonder if I have to pre-cut holes. Oh, that's a bit of shit. Yeah, I think I have to pre-cut holes for that. So fit this then fit that. Because that's wood, I can just screw them in. Right, cool. A bit of shit, but that's what it is, I guess. I fit this here. That's another thing, you can't just go by these speakers, because if you go by these speakers you won't have all these brackets and mounting kits and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to want to catch either. I feel vulnerable. That bolt does not have enough reach all the way to just double check something. Right, we'll back in a minute. Right, I'm going to try a different approach. Unscrew these because there's a wee bit out. Hopefully that goes through the plastic. Already plugged it in, push it in further. Bob's your uncle. Hopefully. That's worked a hell of a lot better. I just screwed it in and then that's screwed through into the plastic. Just for the sake of it, we'll sort this behind here and then be able to push these 4 bolts in. But obviously we have to wait until we do that side. See what I'm doing? Again, it's messy as fuck in here, but we'll be able to fix all this and put it all back. I should have maybe done the bed last. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab that wee cable from behind here. Oh shit, the bed. Just plug it. In fact, I'll know because it's still got the full cable. Bit of a risk, but now we can just send these in. Right, secure in there. Now put a wee bit of rough and tumble sometimes just gets that chucked under. Yep. Oh no, I've lost the end for one. Right, that's that held in. I'll need to find that wee pin. Make sure it goes in the hole. That's all back in. Get that wee control panel a bit. Where would I put that control? Oh, no. Put these last bolts in just for an extra precaution. We need to put it there. I mean, that's in well enough. I don't think that's coming out, but I don't want to be like on a bumpy road one day. I don't think I'm getting that one. Must have mounted it in a weird way, but 2 will still hold that. I mean, it's pretty solid. I don't want to pull at it, but it is pretty solid. Feels a shame to kind of hide them, but it was a bit ugly like that. It was all cut out. See a little bit, but a bit wasted. Anyways, I'll top that side up and then we'll go on to the next bits. It is roasting in here now, boys, but while we've had the opportunity to the dashboard, I've just ran a couple of new wires for these wee poppy things. I'll show you them later. But there you go, all it does is slot in and 3 bolts there. There's 2 cut there for some reason, but 3 bolts there. Tie them in, put the cover on top. It's easy as that. So I'll get them done real quick. I'm not doing much recording of this, but see, because I'm right at the window, I'm fucking melting. Clip panel back in, much cleaner. Obviously still got the damages, but we can't fix that. Much cleaner, just needs a wee bit of a shine. And that obviously fits it back in there, and then the 2 bolts there and there. See, it pretty much fitted in, just needs punched. A little bit cleaner, don't get it wrong, it's never going to be perfect. It's a lot cleaner. Obviously there's a wee gap now, but we'll get in with some proper shiny stuff and that should shine up nicely. But that's that done. Just that door card back on. Bob's your uncle. Now, what we're doing this time, there's a wee bit of a spit happening too, which I'm a wee bit worried about. But regardless, that should hopefully be looking right there. And just mark off where we would like to screw holes. And then the knobs just fell out of that pen. I'll just sit it there, probably forget about it. Right, anyways, that's them holes. I don't understand why I bought them a magnet, but I'm sure it's probably something to do with sound. I could now, there's going to be a lot of folk that cringe this, I do apologise. I got it nice and flat like that. It's not going to want to stay for long, which is a bit annoying. There you go. Fit that in. Pull out the wire in a bit. Just a hell of a lot easier. So where's the speaker now? Fucking tipper drivers and digger drivers beeping their horns. Sit that one in there. There's a wee bit crooked. Let's give it a shot. We don't have any of this plugged in, but I think it should be okay. Right, power's on. Let's go see if we've done it right. Just in case it doesn't work first time. That's all lighting up. So far no noises. Apart from that one, that's normal. Beeping at the fridge. No battery warnings. Nothing like that. I like how I managed to wire that so it sits there, which is fucking lovely. Right, let's go on YouTube. That's good. Audio was down. Here we go. Oh yes. I wonder why that's rattling. It's a lot louder though. These back ones working. Oh yeah. This sounds a hell of a lot better. Let's even get to a better bit of the song. Does that one do it? Let's see if that one's rattling over there. Might just be this one. This one's not rattling. That means there's something in there that we need to fix. So let's find out the problem with that one. That is pretty good, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Right, so I stripped all this off. Perfect. Right. So, now that you can hear me, stripped all this off, and basically this clip here was loose and that's what was rattling. So I redid it, rebent it all. I got a new clip because obviously you get 4 clips with that speaker, 4 clips with that speaker, and those to the back. So put a new clip in as well, made sure it was tight, bent it with the pliers and all that, and got it right snug in there. And as you can see, that's not going anywhere, no more rattling. So quickly put the door cords back on. And that is us done for the first part of the day. Downside is, we did just have a bit of rain like you've seen, and they're all wet again. So I'll quickly give them a dry with microfiber, and jobs are good essentially. Right, so it's back to raining again. So right now we've got the door half hung on, like not fitted at all. And I'm just going to do wee bits and bobs, just get all the bolts lined up while we're waiting for the rain to go off. Rain's off again, it's all pre-bolted. Now we just need to tighten it up and go on with the next one. Right, that's that done. Just put a wee bit of tyre dressing on, just letting that all drip off. Well, we've just cleaned it. Might as well for the show as well. So, other side, dry that one, fit that one. Bob's your uncle. Right, same test as before.
Hey, you want to tell us what you think?
Right, so, same test as before. I've got the decibel reader open. Obviously, Holly will take out the royalty-free music, because of the non-royalty-free music, so that, you know, we don't get done. Reset recording, as you can see, fresh start there, and we'll do 30 seconds yet again. So, she's all in a bit. Take that down. So, we got 90.3 for our max and 88. I'm waiting for the screenshot to go away. Off screenshot, 85.9. Now, something tells me that's maybe not as loud, but you never know, they might not be as loud, but the sound is certainly a lot better. And I'm not paid by Hertz, not paid by Trucking Sounds, none of that. So, the results I had before was 87.6 average and 92 max. And this one we got 85.9 average and 90.3 max. So, less, 3 decibels less on both sides. No, 2 decibels on one side, 3 on the other. But that could be a whole range of reasons, but certainly for myself, it could even be a louder song. But for myself, definitely sounds a hell of a lot better, and I'm sure in a minute you'll be able to decide as well. Still getting that crinkly noise in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. It does genuinely annoy me. I thought the new speakers would have sorted that. But that's a rainy sound effect. It's not meant to sound like that. See if I can get it back. I was kind of hoping that would fix it, but it hasn't. Certainly sounds a lot better. It's a lot cleaner and crisp. I'll say that much. crinkly noise. I can't quite get it back yet. It happens every now and then, but that's what it is. A lot cleaner, a lot crisper. Not a bad wee kit, to be fair. Look at the state of it. Absolutely bogging. Bogging. Right, let's give it a clean. Again, I'll be quick on the cleaning bit because you've seen it a million times before. But I'll still include a little time lapse, but you have seen it before. Right, been a bit of a development. I've only just realised I'm missing my passenger mirror. So I'm quickly phoning Volvo mid-wash to see if I can quickly get one.
Calling Volvo Truck and Bus Centre North.
Hi there, it's Shaun here for Comonic Removals. I don't suppose you have got a passenger wing mirror cover for a Volvo FH in stock?
What's the reg?
It's S99 MVE.
Mike, Victor Echo.
Yes.
What side going?
Passenger.
So what colour is it for, the main mirror or the wide angle?
Oh no, sorry, it's the actual arm itself. See the kind of, the bit...
Just a long trim at the back of the mirror?
Yes. One that kind of faces out roadway. No, frontway, sorry. Roadway. Close enough.
I installed that.
Perfect. I'll nip down either today or tomorrow and pick it up then if that's alright. Cheers, thank you.
Okay, no, cheers.
Bye. Problem solved. Jesus Christ, man, this is all drying in. Look, I just realised when I was coming round. Bosh. The mirror cover. And I actually checked. I went on and checked a picture that I took yesterday. The mirror cover. So anyways, back to cleaning because this needs to come off. Alright, here we have it. We'll get the sides cut off. You can see where I started polishing, this is where I stopped polishing. And also we've got the tank strap off so we can do it as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead just get into a time lapse because I'm going to be here all night anyways. I'll just get it done quicker with a time lapse rather than, you know what I mean. It's almost 3 AM on the Friday and I think I'm done. Now, they're maybe not as good as what some folk would have in their lorry, but that for me is certainly a hell of a lot better and I'm happy. I'm sore, I'm happy. So we've done a wee bit of tidying, tidied away all the rubbish. We've done nothing else bar the tanks. We'll come back tomorrow and sort them. Obviously we've done this one a wee bit, but I think it needs to go over again, but I'll put the wing back on anyways. So I'm being honest, I just want to go home now. Aye, that'll do me for the day. So just gonna quickly pull the lorry out, grab all our gear, tidy up a wee bit, and then fire off home. And I'll see you all again tomorrow, or hopefully I've at least showered. Oh, right, it is the next day, and we have the part that we've been needing. This is, of course, the mirror kit, or mirror cover, or whatever way I call it, just in time. And now we've got to get it painted, primed, painted. And that's very brushed aluminium. Right. Right, there you go. That's that bit done. Don't get me wrong, it's not a professional environment. We are behind a container, but anyways, we'll come back to that in a wee bit and hopefully it's nice and primed and then we'll hit it with, of course, the Pepsi Blue. There's certainly no going back now. These are all looking quite nice. I think I just hit them with the blue and hope for the best. I do love the spray pattern on these blues. It's a heavy, heavy wide spray angle. See if you find it as satisfying as I do. Oh. Right, we'll get this done and hopefully get them fitted and dry before the show. Well, big good news for today. We're just at Sainsbury's in Urban. You see the big building over there, and the drone has just been delivered. I've been waiting a couple of days for it. Let's go get it. Man, I don't know, that's so much smaller than my old one. I don't know if you ever seen the old one I had. Look at the size of the box. Well, we've got to fly more kit as well. But we sold the old drone for this one. Yeah, the old drone was just too big to carry around in a lorry and stuff like that. Back to the trucks. Maybe not back to lorries so quick. But look, the fly more kit comes with a nice wee bag. Look at the size of this, man. How does this fly? Look at the fucking size of it. It is absolutely tiny. It is honestly like, that was just the size of the camera in my old drone, the Phantom Professional 3. Look at the fucking state of it, man. It's tiny as fuck. That is mental how that can just like fly about. Oh, the only thing I'm really annoyed about is there was one paint run in the entire time that I painted this, right? One paint run, look, it's perfect, right? Perfect all the way around, apart from the one bit that I'll look at all the time, which is right there. I'm really annoyed that I didn't do a paint run over that side. No, had to be on the driver's side, right about eye height. Right roughly where the mirror is. Last preparation, we've got the Ranger going off there. We've got that truck just finished. I'm obviously finished. We're waiting for one truck to come and the van's already on its way down there. They don't let anyone in until 6. It is now 6:09. So hopefully it's not too much of a queue and we get in pretty quickly. Otherwise we end up with a shit space, I think. That's what it is. Alright, so this is the drone's maiden voyage. I thought I'd get a little bit of practice just before we head to Ayr County Show. Of course, I've flown a drone before. I used to have a DJI Phantom, so I'm relatively used to the controls and all that kind of jazz, but it was just familiarising myself with the new drone itself. So here we are at our yard in Dundonald. You can see some of the boys leaving on the Friday, and of course the nice lovely green fields. I really like the colours in this drone. I know this isn't a drone channel, but like the quality of the camera and the size of the drone is mental. It's actually unbelievable, if I'm being honest. So I'm just taking a wee kind of jaunt just to see what it's like, obviously how far I can go before it starts giving me problems. I'm checking out the zoom feature, which is heavy weird, by the way. I didn't want to zoom in anyone's house or nothing, but it's weird having a zoom on a drone. And there's Dundonald over there in the background. Of course, there is our yard there. So what I wanted to do was, of course, go and check what Mark was up to. At the end of the day, we're all trying to get ready for the Ayr County Show. I'd just get my lorry ready. We're waiting for one more lorry to be offloaded and head here. As you can see, Mark's getting his all nice and clean for Ayr County Show, which is the blue one sitting in the wash bay that you can see right now. Again, it's the first time flying a drone, so I'm not overly confident with it. I was trying to get as close as I felt comfortable doing so. Here I stopped. The shed was giving a lot of interference, so I couldn't actually see a lot. I believe just because of the signal coming through the big warehouse. So there was a lot of stopping here, but that was just because I pretty much couldn't see anything. But I moved myself further away so I had a better satellite view, and then I could fly the drone just that wee bit better. You can see that orange patch on the roof. That's a good patchwork job, that. There's a wee branch went through with the roof. Those roofs are, honestly, you can jump through them. They're literally just so thin fiberglass. Yeah, I was just testing out the zoom feature on Mark as he washes his lorry. Unfortunately, he's the test pilot for this, but you can see he's doing a good job making sure there's no soap studs and all that, or suds lying about. And here we are. They can see the yellow one getting offloaded now, the Comartic Removals one, and then it can go straight into the wash bay. That was quite a close call with that bird there. I feel like that swallow was pretty goddamn close. And then, of course, I'm just again testing the drone. I was testing the guidance feature, not the guidance, the avoidance feature. And as you can see, we're just fanning about now as we watch Keith offload the lorry. I'll hopefully get better at flying the drone, you know, hopefully it'll get a bit smoother and stuff like that. But until then, it's just all about getting some practice in, get the right shots as he offloads. Alright, so here we are at Ayr County Show. Unfortunately, the beers got flying. I didn't really get much content, but I did want to try and have a wee nighttime fly of the drone while all the beacons and all that jazz were going on. But unfortunately, it wouldn't let me take off because we were in a Prestwick Airport authorisation zone. So I'm currently trying to work that out with my phone. If I'm being honest, I'm a bit half cut at the moment, and probably flying a drone maybe isn't the best thing, but you know what it's like when you get a bit of drink and you think it's a great idea. But here we are, just messing about. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get it taken off that night. I had to apply or set up an account kind of thing, and it didn't get activated for a while. Alright, so here we are at Ayr County Show, and I did have a little bit of a problem with the old focus on this thing, but luckily for some reason, as I seemed to bring the altitude down a bit, it did roughly just focus and kind of pick up where it was from. But here you can see our little stand over there, right next to McGonn's. We've got T French and Stephen Donnelly up there as well. And there we go, that's the focus issue sorted. There's Grant Plant into the side. We're just doing a couple wee flyovers of our lorry, you know, T French's ones, the McGonn's ones, Stephen Donnelly's, and then of course back over to the car park. Now, this bit of grass here, they would not let us cross. See those security guards? They were literally there to stop us crossing to get beer for Tesco. How shite's that? Anyways, coming back behind my good pal Jacob and Riggy and Ross, and his other pal, I can't remember his name. And then of course we've got trucker Shaun's truck there from the back. I'm just trying to name off as much as I can. This is me just kind of fanning about, and I'm just honestly just trying to get a feel for the drone, if I'm being honest. But as you can see, my angle's off where I'm parked there as well. And then of course the kid spotted the drone, and that was it. We'd lost it for the day, and well, that was that. Alright, so this was actually filmed by the kid that you just seen coming up the side there, and if I'm being honest, I think he got better footage than me. So we're just up well high, and I'm just letting him fanny about with it and press whatever controls apart from up and down that he wants. You know, he's learning. He's only what, like 4 years old or something, so I feel like this bit, you know, it should make it in, because he did fly quite well for a 4-year-old. You can see he's a bit left to right, but it means you can see all the plant. You know, there's the New Hollands. Of course, coming over here you can see KNT's lorry, the queue for the beer tent, obviously some Ian Watts, LM Recovery, Duncan Plant Hire, Melex. He did quite well, by the way, for a 4-year-old flying this. I mean, he's a bit left to right, as I keep saying, but he's getting there. He is getting there. Of course, we've got Billy Bowie in the corner as well, Barry Devlin, Blackwood Plant Hire, all that jazz. But he did do a very good job of this. It was quite weird. Alright, so it's just about closing time for Ayr County Show. I'm pretty much closing time for this video. We are staying again tonight, but that is just purely to get drunk. And I'm pretty sure taking a GoPro or a drone is not an option, because that would just be very weird. Now, I did have a problem with the exposure here, but as you can see, it sorted itself out, and everyone is starting to leave, apart from the ones that are, of course, staying tonight. Everyone is slowly filtering out for the night, which is fair enough, but I thought I'd get a little video of everyone kind of packing away and stuff like that. We're just still sitting there drinking, and as you can see, this is a queue for people getting out. So we've got the Melex Bullnose there, we've got our wee van in front, and honestly, it took them an hour to like get to where they were there, which was mental. Of course, we've got Stephen Donnelly and T French and stuff like that, but don't worry, we come back around and get a nice wee over-the-top shot that I was quite proud of. But here you can see the big massive queue for everyone trying to leave the show. Bang on 4 o'clock for finishing time. Look at that for a finishing shot. Beautiful. I was heavy proud of myself. Look, that's the lowest I've ever flown. I feel like I was maybe like, I felt like I was like a metre above them, but I feel like I'm probably a good like 20 metres above them at this rate. There's the Stephen Donnelly lorries. They are so tidy, man. And as you see, they've not even moved one bit. It's a proper big queue. It's just all a mess, to be honest. But it is getting heavy foggy. That night, actually, we get dropped off here. The Saturday night, we get dropped off here, and by Christ, it was foggy. But here we go, just a last wee flyover as we come over all the vehicles. A nice wee send off for the end of the video. I love this drone. It is honestly brilliant, and it's, like I said, at the lowest I've flown it, so I feel like you get a really good view of all the lorries. An absolute mess, but it was good crack, and I'm rough as fuck. I shouldn't be doing this video, but I need it so that Holly can start on it Monday. Holly's the editor, by the way. Don't know if I've told you that. And again, let's just fly over all the plant stuff again. This is probably the best clip I've got of all the plant. You're going to see the massive Fergusons and the JCBs and the slurry tankers and the sheep trailers and the Manitous and the cranes. I love this show. I love shows that have plant. They're just so cool to look at. See, because I don't work plant on a day-to-day basis, I just think they're a hell of a lot cooler. But on that note, that is the end of the video. That is the end of Ayr County Show 2023. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.